What's going on, guys? Chase Daniel here. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Today we have Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams and the Bears finally get beat. Didn't think he played very well at all. Let's break it down. Caleb Williams, man, Ravens. I thought this first drive they were going to go down and put up some points. And coming into the game, the Bears, they had 184 yards rushing the last 2 weeks. They were leading the NFL, and they sort of just got away with it. I mean, this first drive started really well. But the Ravens had a good plan. They ended up playing man-to-man on them. The receivers didn't really help Caleb out, but Caleb made some poor decisions, and that's what it is. It just seems like the consistency level is not there whatsoever, and that's got to be really frustrating for Bears fans because there were some throws like this, and this is what he's sort of done is, hey, push the ball down the field in play action, and here's what you're going to get. You're going to get a post route outside. This is a deep cross, 18 yards to 22 yards. You want 18 versus man. You want 22 versus zone. They're going to sit the tight end down rather than go to the flat because you really want to affect the hook curl defender. But watch this, right? They're blitzing both these guys, and the O-line gives them enough time. It's man-to-man. That's your only throw. So when you play man-to-man versus a team, you have to have your quarterback. And look at that. I mean, that's a really good pocket. You have to give him time, but you're really throwing to one guy. You don't get a chance to go to another guy. And more often than not, Caleb's been right. But we're going to show you some issues as the game goes longer and longer. And so these Ravens, they're not very good on defense. I thought that the Bears should have put up more points. But I do like, hey, Colston Loveland coming in motion. You got 81 right there, 25 in the backfield, play action pass. And when you play action pass, you get everyone sucked up. So all that you can do as a quarterback is in man-to-man, you have to deliver a tight window throw to a receiver, and that is it. Because that's a good throw. Like, that is a good throw because, one, it hits you in stride. Two, it's not leading him too far where you're having to mess with, your accuracy and stuff like that. But it's a really good throw, and it's one that, if they can continue to make, they're going to be successful because they are trying to show, hey, we are a running team. We can run the football. We can do this. We can do that. But the signal caller just has to be a little bit more consistent. I think that's sort of the thing I've seen. It's not like he's making horrible plays. It's just there's 8 to 9 plays a game in a 70 play game that he's just not making the extra play. And you will see in some of this, he did play a little bit of Superman, which is what he got into last year. Here's what I want to show you. Look, 1, 2, 3. Where do you want Caleb to go with the football? Right? They're running mesh. So what they're doing is they're trying to bring Odunze in motion. They're trying to go shallow cross. They're trying to go shallow cross, and they're trying to sit in the middle, and Swift is supposed to go up there. I mean, Swift has to win, right? That's where it is. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. And then this shallow cross is 4. And it's covered. That's covered. Get off that. Where is this shallow cross? This shallow cross is so late. He's going, who's going over top? Usually when this is the case, Rome Odunze wants to set the depth, meaning you need to be at 6. 14 needs to be at 4. So they do not run into each other. And there's a lack of detail a little bit everywhere. But when you're back and you say no to him, you're getting to him. And then they're all on a line. There's 8 guys within the hash. That is just not spacing. In fact, this guy, they felt it coming. 84 needs to go vertical more to try to make him go underneath so we can get a big play. 84 isn't doing it, and that's fine because 40 knows. 40 read the book. That's fine. So he's not there. You got to get a tighter split. Understand, hey, 0 Roquan Smith is doing a good job, but you got to be underneath. That is a touchdown. And you can see the DB saying, oh, freak. Oh, man, we got to go. And just not good enough. But luckily, really nice job by Rome right there pulling away. He's getting held. And then another tight window throw in man-to-man coverage. So both of those big plays are man. I just want to see if we can pause it, if it shows all 8 guys within the I'm getting some yard work done. That's probably what you're hearing. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is awful. Right? You can't do that and expect to win every single time. And by the way, this is third down. And I'm saying all this because look, they get it and they understand what's happening. Have you ever spent hours trying to cancel a subscription? Because I have, and it's the absolute worst feeling. Old sports streaming service, I got something for you. Rocket Money made it easy with just a few taps, saving me a ton of time and frustration before any of these games kick off. I was shocked to realize I was getting charged every single month for subscriptions I didn't even use anymore, like my sports streaming service for the Chargers or the Chiefs or the Bears or anyone like that, up to like DoorDash, like DoorDash Pro, Uber One, all these things. With Rocket Money, though, I'm finally on top of everything. Today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is a personal finance app designed to help you manage all your subscriptions, mainly lower your bills, create custom budgets, and grow your savings all in one place. I use it at least once a week. So whether you're watching the big game or streaming your team's highlights or whatever in the world you're doing, Rocket Money keeps your finances in check without the stress. And that's the biggest thing. It is not stressful at all to use the interface. Super easy. Rocket Money helped me save a ton of money last year identifying costs I didn't even notice on my credit card bill. Between sports subscriptions, fantasy league fees, takeouts on Sundays, it really does add up, and Rocket Money makes saving really simple. Rocket Money is the easiest way to save money, manage your sports subscriptions, and stay on top of your finance this season. Click the link in the description or scan this awesome QR code to get started for free. I'm telling you, it is an absolute lifesaver. My wife and I use it. I've got my other friends using it. It's one of those things where I didn't know I needed it until I do. And thank you to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video today. Let's get into the breakdown. All right, next play right here. Spread them out. I like how they're involved and set. All right. I like the tight splits off. I mean, there's a lot of different stuff going on, which they're not just lining up in a 2x2 and 3x1 formation, which I do like. But here's what happens, right? You have cover zero, or you think you have cover zero. You think they might blitz. What's your plan? You always have to have a plan, and that's going to come in handy when I, get a little bit further in this breakdown. He points them out. He said, "Hey, you're blitzing." All right. So if you're blitzing or you think you're blitzing, then what's the answer? Right? Here we go. They are. Oh, nope, they're not. So they fooled them and everything's covered. There's literally nothing open. They're trying to, one, sit him down, go there and back out, and they're trying to run an out and a pylon. So I'm thinking Caleb is reading it the right way. 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. This is a defensive win. You can't do anything about this. They're playing cover 2. He's covered. They're bracketed. He's double teamed. He's double teamed. Find your back. Right? That's probably where I would say he was going, but you don't have that much time in the NFL because as soon as your left tackle loses, and I know he's struggling a little bit, as soon as your left tackle loses, that's where he should go. That's a touchdown. That's where he will go, but he feels like he needs to get out. So it's struggling a little bit to find this rhythm, and that's sort of what I saw from this team. It wasn't just one person; it was multiple individuals at different times, but it was a small little thing. It wasn't this huge, like, oh my gosh, they're awful. Look, he's trying to get back there. That's where it's going to be open. Once this Mike linebacker Roquan gets out of there, that's where it's open. You can see him look there. Right? But he feels that he gets out of there. Back's got to be out a lot sooner. And so that was just a win because the back's like, oh, I got him, I got there. Watch him scan. Right? Watch him scan. Okay. So he goes, his eyes go there first, then there, then out. Got to be quicker. And this just comes with playing, and then you get sacked. Okay. Third down right here. 2x2, stack formation, snapping the ball fast. What are they doing? Playing man. Where's the winner? High. Right? I know they get a flag, and I know they call it, and I know they do all this, but you got to make the throw. Right? I mean, it's a clear out. You have a dagger. You have a shallow cross. and you have a back over here. You read it low to high, 1 to 2 to 3. And that's what happens. And when they're playing man-to-man and they're pressuring, they're playing two-man, we got to figure it out. Okay, now they're not playing two-man. Now, does he have the back? Is he robbing? What's he doing? He does a good job because you're either throwing here or there. You got to throw off this safety. When this safety right here decides, hey, I'm going to come down and take the shallow cross, I'm going to throw it. You can't really see it from this view. That's another thing too. It's like I didn't see a lot of rhythmic drops, which means 1, 2, 3, hitch up, go. It was 1, 2, 3, hitch, stand still. Watch his feet at the top of his drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Watch. He just stands. He stands there. Hitch up to it. Get rhythmic with it. I know you've got a really good arm and arm talent, but once you've a big deal, and they're snapping it fast, right? The center's like, hey, get set. We're snapping it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how he's just sitting back there? And then they call this, I get it, holding, whatever. But this is a big play waiting to happen. And I know it's a little high. I don't think he should have caught it, though. All right, 3rd and 7. A lot of these are on situational football downs. And you have to end up, hey, having a plan. Do we have a plan for it? All right, it's man-to-man again. Nothing. So I think this one's on the receiver. I'm going to show you exactly what I thought. So you have 84 right here. He's going to go out. He needs to clear out. He's got to get on his horse. You're going to have 14. It's an option, right? You can break out, or you can break in, or you can sit for zone. You know it's not zone, so you know it's not sing. So you have a two-way go, in or out. This is supposed to be an eliminate shallow cross at 6 yards. You're supposed to run away from the defender. When you run away from the defender, then you'll be able to maybe get the football. And Caleb's doing exactly what he's coached. But first of all, you're at 10 yards on this. And what he's coached is on these option routes where you break in, break out, if you feel the middle vacate, which means you feel the middle pressure, if that happens, then you want to work the shallow cross. If not, if you know it's man, then you work your option route. And people are going to say, oh, the option route's open, right? Because that's open in the NFL. You can take it. He's doing what he's taught. And he's throwing the ball a little bit early, but he's expecting Rome Odunze to be right there. I'm not exactly quite sure what Rome's doing, because Rome should be no deeper than this line right here. He's 4 yards past it. He has to eventually throw the football because he feels pressure coming. 25 does a nice job with it, standing him up, and the center comes off. The amount of man-to-man coverage that this team is playing, I mean, you can't ask for a better route concept. I mean, it's pressure. They're pressuring. That's where you need to throw the football, and it just doesn't work out because they're not really doing a great job of the small details. 53's there. It's not even going to get in the way, right? And that's tough to watch. All right, next play. Play 6, 2-by-2 formation. All right, it's cover 0. You know it's cover 0. Where's the plan? There's no plan. And look, sometimes they're going to catch you. It's an option route. Break out, break in. Deep out route, and you have a wrap route concept right there. This is great. I actually like this play because how you normally read it is if you get this free access, throw it. If not, you're 1 to this whip route, at 2 to this in route, verse 3. So that's really good. You don't have a plan. Verse 0. If you do, you should not be breaking in. Leverage is inside. Receiver has to feel it's cover 0. Or tight end has to feel it's cover 0, and he doesn't. That's rookie. I get that. But as soon as they end up bringing that, hey, man, it's 0. Look, it's 0. Clear as day. Just got to have a plan. So it's multiple things like this. I think that, and I'm only showing 9 plays. So these are some of the, I guess, bad plays of it, but you just got to have a plan. Verse 0, and you don't. So it's a long incompletion. I don't like this. 79 has to take inside out, meaning leave this nickel. Do not let a defensive end who's closer to you and the quarterback get into your lap pocket. 4 gets juked out. I just thought the Ravens really dictated the tempo. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want access to many other more detailed breakdowns, head over onto the Patreon page. The link is in the description box below.